Hey church, Pastor Tim here. I'm standing in the kids department, and you might not know it's the kids department because we don't have all of our children in here packing this place out with a joyful noise. But this past several weeks, we've been in FPU Junior while we as adults have been learning about how to manage money God's way through momentum and financial peace. Our children have been up here learning how to do the very same thing. 2 weeks ago, our kids learned about giving. Giving of our time, our money, and our talents is one way to show our love to God, but also to show others that God loves them. And so this past week, our kids had an opportunity to put that lesson into action by packing a shoebox to help OCC. OCC is Operation Christmas Child. We're familiar with it. We've been doing it for over 10 years now as a church. But in a nutshell, we pack a shoebox with goodies like clothes and toiletries and other items like that, fun things. And we send that care package of love with a gospel brochure overseas to children in other countries. Those gospel opportunities are opened up to share the love of Christ with those children. Our kids here at First Baptist had the opportunity to be a part of that. And actually, they set a budget, and their parents set the budget for them. And as parents shopped with the kids to find the proper things that would go in those boxes, they brought it all here, and we shopped again, and kids got to pick out what they would put in the boxes and build that box. They colored their box, and in the process, when they finished it all, they prayed for the child that would receive that box. Our children got to put their giving into action through serving others. Here at First Baptist, we're about making disciples through relationships. As parents, our closest relationship is our child, and we get to do that. But we come alongside you as a church to give you opportunities, and this was one of those ways that we gave an opportunity to children to serve. We make disciples using three things. First, small group. Second, corporate worship. And third, through service opportunities. Each of those things has a factor in us becoming a disciple, but the same is true for our children. And so our children's department gave children an opportunity to serve others and practice what they've learned in small group by giving. The Shoebox Building Party was an opportunity for our children to serve others and also for them an opportunity to share the love of Christ with someone else. As parents and grandparents, we always have opportunities to teach our children about giving. They're all around us, and sometimes we miss them, sometimes we hit home runs and catch them right away. But you know, one thing that I've learned as a parent is that more is caught than what is actually taught. And so we must always be looking for opportunities to share and to teach generosity to our children. You know, entitlement is a real battle that our kids face every single day. It's being poured into them as you deserve this car or this Barbie doll is right for you. You gotta have this. If you don't have this type of birthday party, you're not the coolest kid in school. And our kids are constantly fighting that. But you know, there's an antidote for that very thing of entitlement. It's called service. It's, again, one of the reasons why we want to give families opportunities to serve, give children opportunities to serve, because it is the antidote for entitlement. Philippians 2:3-4 says this, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself. Each of you should not look after your own interest, but also to the interest of others." Serving others helps us teach this very value to our children. I want to give you a couple things to maybe think about how you can build upon what our children have already done. You know, fall is coming up, the leaves are getting ready to change and fall, and one of the great things and easy things that you can do is take your kids next door and rake the neighbor's yard just to say you love them, just to say that Christ loves them. A couple other ways that you can do is maybe you and your family adopts a child through World Vision or Compassion. Those are great opportunities to reach out and to meet the needs of someone else somewhere else in the world. Maybe it's serving at the Community Hope Center and the Soup for the Soul Cafe, which is a soup kitchen for homeless people right here in our community. And you and your child can go and you can serve there and be able to share the love of Christ by serving a bowl of soup. Maybe it's as the winter comes on and you need to, or you decide you're gonna shovel driveways for your neighbors. Shoveling driveways is a great way to meet a need and to share Christ when you're given that opportunity. Visiting somebody in the nursing home, or you know what, let's make it personal. One other way that you can serve is by thinking of opportunities. Parents, this is for you. Thinking of opportunities to serve grandma and grandpa and great grandma and grandpa. Those opportunities not only build the relationship between the child and the grandparent, but it gives your child an opportunity to serve others. Bottom line is be creative. The possibilities are endless of how we can serve other people, but be creative with our children. Build on what we've already done here and equipping your children and serve and to meet needs and to share the love of Christ with others. But you're gonna build on that and take that to the next level, thinking about how you can build generosity into your kids as the antidote to their entitlement. And you know what I've learned as a dad is that serving beside your kids is absolutely a blast. So go make disciples and serve with your kids as you give yourself and as you teach your kids to give to others.